Thank you for joining us today on EdFowl. Welcome to the program. I'm Ayola Kasim. Despite the importance of fisheries for West African economies, the sector still faces many challenges ranging from poor exploitation of resources to marketing problems, including lack of appropriate funding and infrastructure, inadequate technology, resulting in high losses. The way forward is our focus today on the program. Just stay with us. In coastal communities across West Africa, the ocean is a way of life. It is key to providing incomes and a critical source of nutrition, especially for the poor. Yet, overfishing, poor fishing practices, and pollution are depleting fish stocks in some of the world's most important ocean habitats. Along the coast of Mauritania, Senegal, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria, the Atlantic Ocean offers a hospitable home to the richest variety of marine biodiversity. The fishing industry earns these countries more than $5 billion per year, increasing GDP at the national level and sustaining incomes and providing food security for fishing communities at the local level.
The Nigerian situation right now is that we have more than 200 trawlers that are fishing in Nigerian waters. But they are all fishing within the 500 and within 50 meters depth. And the fishes they are catching, some of them, what we used to call medium in those days, is what they call large croaker now. What we used to call small croaker in those days is what you can term as a juvenile now. So a situation like that, we are now saying, look, there's need for us to explore outside these 50 meters. And that is to say, we want to go into the deep sea. Because we have a lot of resources in the deep sea. We have a lot of resources. So if we can get the resources, be able to document the resources that are there, then we can now tell the people who have been just sticking to this 50 meters, please go further, you will get more catch. Right now, not all in Nigeria today, you can count the number of fishing industry on your fingers. And again, the question is, majority of them are doing shrimping rather than fishing. So the majority of fish we eat are what we call bycatch of shrimps.
West African fisheries have faced pressure on many fronts. Up and down the coast, illegal fishing by both foreign industrial vessels and unregistered artisanal fishermen have reduced the stocks of many important species. The large ships with bottom trawlers, when fishing illegally within the 6-mile exclusive economic zone of these countries, often damage fish habitats on the sea floor, deplete fish stocks by thousands of tons, and in extreme cases, risk the lives of local fishermen and women. In addition to pressures from overfishing, poor fishing practices also threaten the sustainability of the fisheries. The use of monofilament nets, dynamite fishing, and beach signing, known commonly as haul fishing, pull in greater numbers of fish, but kill juvenile fish before they have a chance to grow and reproduce. It is estimated that over $3 billion worth of fish is harvested each year in West Africa. However, 2/3 of that is lost to illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing.
We realize about 30% of the fish that is taken to the EU are from African waters, and they are caught illegally. So the EU has put into place a scheme called Catch Certificate Scheme. Every product that is exported to the EU must have a certificate of compliance. That is, you have been authorized to fish in Nigeria, you have fulfilled all the fishing regulations. So we give you a certificate that you can now export your product to the EU. You also recall that Nigeria has always been placed ban in exporting our smoked fish to EU because of lack of compliance, because a lot of people are smuggling fish, smoked fish, into EU without authorization.
But this is a world problem. The World Wildlife Fund said in 2015 that the amount of fish in the oceans has halved since 1970 in a plunge to the brink of collapse caused by overfishing and other threats. Damage to coral reefs and mangroves, which are nurseries for many fish, add to problems led by overfishing. Other threats include coastal development, pollution and climate change, which is raising temperatures and making waters more acidic. For fishermen, the future of fisheries is of paramount importance.
Nigeria is the #1 fish importer in Africa and #5 in the entire world. So it's taking a lot of foreign exchange. And if you recall, fish is among the 41 items that have been suspended from enjoying foreign exchange. So because a lot of our foreign exchange money is being used to bring in fish. The reason is, one, we are supposed to empower the artisanal fishermen. They produce about 90 to 95% of the fish that we consumed. So we're supposed to empower them with fishing gears, fishing nets, outboard engine, canoe and all that, so that they would continue to be engaged in fishing. But a lot of them are out of fishing. Many of them they are militants. Many of them just go to sea and buy off the trawler operators because probably they don't have the means to go at sea and fish. A lot of them, the trawlers have come to the shoreline to destroy their set nets overnight. So there's conflict between the artisanal and the trawler operators. So because of all of these problems facing the artisanal fishermen, the quantity of fish that they bring has seriously come down. The industry, the trawler operators, is just about 44% or whatever that they're able to produce. So it's far, far less. So what the department is doing right now is to encourage the fish farming, aquaculture, because we all know that with that we have lots of land, lots of water bodies and all that. So and a lot of people have been going into fish farming now, but then what is coming out is still very small in view of our large population. We have a huge population and everybody knows anything they bring into Nigeria from abroad will sell. We have different classes of people. What you cannot buy, I might be able to buy it, or somebody will be able to buy it. It's like that. So the market is there. So Nigeria is also a port state. We have the port, it's a market state, and it's a coastal state. So the international communities are really, really watching out on Nigeria to ensure that we also join international communities to fight IUU, to disallow vessels that are associated with fishing with authorization, without authorization in other people's water, to come to our waters to fish or to bring in fish that have been caught from waters that are not authorized. They bring it because Nigeria has a market, so they bring in this fish to sell. So the market is, so we have serious challenges in ensuring that we're compliant, and the international communities also see us as being compliant in joining in the fight of IUU.
Pt.1, who set up Transparency International, said openness and collaboration were key in the fishing sector.
I have experienced with my own groups and seen with my own eyes how the combination of the wisdom and the strengths and the objectivity of this combination, of this magical triangle of government, civil society and private sector can really achieve tremendous improvements.
Experts say closing fishing grounds and cracking down on illegal fishing gives stocks a chance to recover.